Hello, welcome to Balance with Kel. For those of you who don't know me, I'm Kelly and this is Marley. Thank you for choosing to practice with us today. If you haven't already, hop into something comfy, grab out your mat, and we'll get started shortly. If you haven't already, I'd love it if you would click the subscribe button. Let's get started. Today's class is a nice, gentle seated class, either on the seat or on their backs. We'll start by taking a nice, comfortable seat, either one leg in front of the other. You might like to take diamond-shaped or legs out in front. When you find that comfortable seat, you might like to pop yourself up onto a cushion or a block, especially if those knees are really high or our hips or hamstrings are tight. And when you're ready, you close your eyes or take a nice, soft, gentle gaze. And let's just connect to a few deep breaths here. So breathe all the way down to that lower belly. Feel that belly expand as we inhale. And feel that belly contract as we exhale. Really notice that inflow of that air flows in through the nose. And notice that breath as you breathe out. Maybe you notice cool air as you breathe in and warm air as you breathe out. If you like to set an intention with your class, now's a really great time to do so. And just repeat that to yourself a few times. Take that nice deep breath in. And then exhale. Let that breath go. And let's just start by drawing that chin to the chest. You might choose to rest the hands over the knee. Keep that spine up nice and straight as that chin draws down to the chest. Shoulders are away from the ear, so it's like those shoulder blades are drawing down the back. You can feel that lengthening through the back of the neck, maybe tops of the shoulders, or that upper back. Such a really nice way to start to let go of any tension that we might be holding on to. Just through everyday life, our shoulders and our neck just hold so much stress. It's a really nice way just to let some of that go. Let's draw that left ear over that left shoulder. Maybe lift that chin up slightly. So we're stretching through that right side of the neck here. You might choose to lift that left hand up to rest on that right side of the head, just resting gently, not pressing or forcing. Maybe that right hand out by the side. Release the hands back down. Draw the chin back down towards the chest. And then let's roll to the other side. So right ear over that right shoulder. We're stretching through that left side of the neck. Again, you might choose to lift that right hand up to rest on the left side of the head and just resting gently here. You might draw the left hand out by the side. Maybe notice the difference between the two sides. Gently releasing out. Draw the chin back to the chest. And then add in a couple of half neck circles. So on our inhale, we'll draw our ear over the shoulder. And as we exhale, we'll draw the chin to the chest. On the next inhale in, right ear over right shoulder. And then just keep moving with your breath at your own pace. Next time that chin makes its way down to that chest, draw that head back to center and just a few shoulder rolls. So draw the shoulders forward, up, back and down. And then let's reverse that direction. So back, up, forward and down. Gently release those shoulders. And let's inhale, move into the spine. So draw those arms up. Twist to the right. Just a nice gentle twist here. You might inhale to lengthen and then exhale to see if you can twist that little bit more. Inhale, draw our way back to center and then to the other side. Maybe again, inhale to lengthen and exhale to see if you can twist that little bit more. Gently make our way back to center. Circle those arms up and around. Release the right hand down, maybe by the hip, or you feel it's available to you, you can walk that hand further out. Folding over to the right, you want to make sure both sitting bones are grounded here. Slowly make our way back to center, to the other side. So release that left hand down. You can walk that hand out further if you wish. Feeling that nice stretch through the side body. Gently make our way back to center. Release the hands down. And let's inhale, circle those arms up and around. And let's cactus those arms. Draw the forearms into touch, chin to chest. And then inhale to open. So we exhale, draw those forearms into touch, chin to chest. And then inhale to open. One last time, draw the forearms into touch, chin to chest. And then inhale to open. And release those hands down. And let's draw those legs out nice and wide. Tilting forward slightly on the pelvis. Got that nice stretch through the inner thigh. And then you can just start to fold forward if you wish. Maybe the hands out in front. You might walk those hands a little bit further forward if that feels available to you today. Make sure those feet are flat. Just going to hold here for a moment. Slowly walk the hands back in. We're going to draw our right foot to that inner thigh. And then from here, we're going to make our way to a forward fold. So you might turn and fold over this leg if you wish, over the left leg, or you can fold straight forward, your choice. Slowly make our way back up, and just to a gentle twist, both hands to the outside of that right thigh. Just twist gently towards the right. Make our way back to center to the other side. So draw that right leg out nice and long. Left sole of the foot to that inner thigh. And you can choose to fold straight forward here, or you can turn that torso and fold over the right leg. Slowly make our way back up. And we're going to twist. Just take a gentle twist to the left, so both hands rest on that left thigh. Draw our way back to center. And then the soles of the feet, just about hip width apart, out in front. Hands can rest behind. And let's draw those knees or drop the knees over to the right. Back to center. And then to the left. Gently draw the knees back to center, over to the right. Feeling that nice stretch through the outside of the leg here. Back to center, and then over to the left. Slowly those knees make their way back up. And let's take butterfly pose. So the soles of the feet to touch. Knees fall open. And then let's fold forward if that feels comfortable for you today. So maybe you keep those hands wrapped around the ankles. They can go around the toes, the elbows may rest on the legs. You may choose to walk the hands out in front and lower down a little bit more. Slowly make our way back up. And let's draw the knees back in and make our way down onto our backs. Going to start with the bridge pose here. So those feet are hip width apart, knees hip width apart, glutes, heels heading towards those glutes, hands pressed into the mat. On our inhale, let's lift those hips up. Squeeze those glutes on, squeeze those tummy muscles on. Don't let those knees fall out to the side or fall inward, so they stay hip width apart. Let's just take 2 more breaths here. Gently releasing down. Knees make their way to the chest. You can choose to stay here or take a legs up the wall pose without the wall. So you might use your hands around the backs of those thighs. If you feel nice and stable, hands can rest on the mat. You might have a really generous bend in those knees here, or those legs might be nice and straight with just a micro bend in the knees. Draw the knees back into the chest. And if you would like to, take a happy baby pose. Draw those knees apart as if they're heading towards the shoulders, hands behind the thighs. Soles of the feet up towards the sky. We're stacking the ankles over those knees. Hands either live on the thighs, shins, or outside edges of those feet. You can add on rocking side to side if that feels good for you. Draw those knees back to center. Those soles of the feet make their way down onto the mat as we prepare for our reclined pigeon. Hands pressed into the mat here to start with. Right ankle to the left thigh. So we've got that ankle bone to the outside of the thigh. We let that right knee fall open and we flex through that foot. This might be deep enough for you. Otherwise, you might draw the left leg in. So you can wrap your right hand in through that triangle to wrap around that left thigh. Knee in towards the chest. We just take a couple of breaths here, flexing through both feet if they're both off the mat. Just feel that hip gently starting to open. So again, here we don't want to force as it will have the opposite reaction. We just want to let that body slowly open. Releasing down. Other side. So that left ankle to the right thigh. Knee fall open, flex through that foot. If you wish to go deeper, and judge each side on its own. So one side you may be able to go deeper and not the other, and that's okay. And draw that right knee in. Hands wrap around that right thigh. And again, when you arrive here, if it feels too much, lower that foot back down. And then really relax the upper body here. So even though you might have those hands wrapped around the thigh, let the upper body relax. Gently lowering those feet back down. So we're going to draw that left leg out nice and straight. Draw the right knee in towards the body. And draw that left leg out nice and long. Draw the right knee in towards the body. Squeeze that knee in. If you would like, you can lift that leg up, wrap the hands around the thigh. Draw that thigh a little bit closer towards the body. Right knee makes its way back into the chest. And then with the left hand resting on the left thigh, that right knee goes out to the right. So we stretch through that inner thigh. Knee can make its way back to center now. And then across the body. So you can change hands. You can use that left hand to draw that right leg across the body to take our recline twist. Maybe you choose to release both arms out at shoulder height. Gaze to the right. If this twist doesn't feel comfortable, please feel free to draw that left knee underneath the right. So we're just stacking those knees and allowing the knees to fall over to the left. Make our way back to center. Right leg goes out nice and long. And then the left knee into the chest. Squeeze that knee in for a moment. Hands can make their way behind the thigh as you lift that leg up. Draw that leg in towards the chest. Knee back in. Right hand to rest on that right thigh to keep the hip grounded. And then you can release that left knee out to the left. So you're getting a stretch to that inner thigh. Return the knee back to center. Let's swap hands. We can use that right hand to draw that knee across the body. Arms may live out at shoulder height. Gaze to the left. And again, feel free to take any other variation of recline twist. Just making sure both shoulder blades are grounded on the mat. Gently make our way back to center. Draw legs out nice and long. And rest those palms up towards the sky. Let those feet fall open. Relax the whole body here. Just a few relaxing breaths. You just start your class with an intention. You might wish to repeat that to yourself now. And really connecting back to that breath. You can choose if you would like to stay here longer. Stay here for as long as you like, or you might like to take one of my meditations, which I'll link below. Once whenever you're ready, make your way onto your side. Rest there for a moment. And then make your way into your seated position. Notice how your body's feeling now. May go with peace in your thoughts, peace in your words, and peace in your heart. From my heart to yours, namaste. Thank you very much for practicing with me.